Good morning, Johnny here at One Extreme, and welcome to the Magic Kingdom. As you can see, it is a beautiful day, blue skies all around here on Main Street, and today is my last day here in Walt Disney World. I agree, it's a sad day. However, please don't interrupt. However, today I have lots to do. I'm here for this morning, and then I think we're going to go to Hollywood Studios later on, but things can change. Plans for today is shopping. I want to do carousel progress. I want to do Brawl of Presidents, which I've not done this trip. I'd love to do the Tiki Room again. Wait times are quite high in the park at the minute. There's a lot of school crowds in, so we'll see how we're going here with the Magic Kingdom. But I also need to spend some time in the hub today because I want to book my next trip, and I think it'd be cool to do it here in the in the Magic Kingdom. I lied to the Haunted Mansion, clearly. So that is the plan for today. So let's head down Main Street and have a magical day. The view of Main Street as you come around to the top and you see Cinderella Castle for the first time will never ever get old. Cannot beat the Dapper Dans in the morning welcoming you to Main Street, but I'm going to head into the Emporium to do some dangerous shopping. There is a lot of 2024 merch currently out. It's a brightly coloured range. Not so sure that I'm a fan. I think the Dans are following me. I have to say Disney still seems to be having an issue with their merchandise. I'm not a fan of a lot of it. I have purchased a few bits this trip, which I will show probably more on Instagram than here, but I'm just not a fan of it. I think that some of the designs are a little bit too garish, and it's just not what it was. And I think with the licenses and the parks, it gives them free rein to just print money, and they don't. So I think Disney's still missing with the merch front. Having said that, you should see my bill. Good morning, Cinderella Castle. I don't care what anybody says, I like the new design, I like the colour scheme, and she looks fantastic in the sunshine. Oh, that view never gets old. Speaking of Disneyland Paris, if you're a fan, stick around, because in 2 weeks' time, Disneyland Paris vlogs will be back on the channel as I'm off to stay at the Disneyland Hotel, newly renovated, newly reimagined, and I'm very excited, so stick around. There's fun stuff coming. One of my favourite lands of the Magic Kingdom is Liberty Square, and I love this little plaque. Beyond this gateway lies a humble village built on hope and courage. I love it, and I really do love Liberty Square. It's my favourite land. It was Walt's project. He really wanted this for Disneyland, and they put it in after his passing into Disney World. And there's just so much history and so many nods to America and the Walt Disney dream. I definitely recommend you do a tour. I've said this quite often, I highly recommend doing a tour here at the Magic Kingdom. Liberty Square is, like I just said, full of history and Disney nods and memorabilia, I suppose, from the Liberty Bell being cast from the original. It's not the only one left. The cast actually broke after they created the Liberty Bell. To the Liberty Tree that was here on property. It's the oldest, it's been here since opening date, and it was on the land before the Magic Kingdom was built. To some of the buildings and the dates on the buildings and the significance of them. If you get the opportunity to do Keys to the Kingdom, or ideally if Disney can bring back Marceline to the Magic Kingdom, that was an incredible tour. I definitely do one. Highly recommend them if they're within your budget. The mansion is looking stunning this morning. It's a 55-minute wait, and I've ridden it quite a few times. I was actually in here yesterday without the camera, and we closed the ride down because it closed at 4:30, and that was cool. We literally were the last two people to go into the last stretching room, and then the last two people on the ride, and there's something rather satisfying about closing down a ride, but closing down the Haunted Mansion is even better. But it is looking beautiful, but I don't think I'll be riding it today at 55 minutes wait. The Liberty Bell is not yet operational, but I'm sure she will be soon. I'd like to have a ride today if possible. And then we've got Tom Sawyer's Island looking wonderful in the sunshine. I've not been over, and I'm not going to go over because I'm going to save it for June when I come back because of the heat. It will be a nice kind of escape, so I'll head over to Tom Sawyer's Island then, I think. Everyone says they'd love to live in the house on the Living with the Land, but I'd rather have one of these. I think they're beautiful, and I'm pretty sure, if I've got this wrong, then I do apologise, but I'm sure the numbers on the door quote the design. So this will be a 17th century style house, here will be a 19th century style house, and onwards. I'm pretty sure that's right, but if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I always hold back a little bit with all the real heavy Disney kind of details that I know that's like specific to like certain bits that I love. So let me know in the comments if you'd like more of that, because I could probably do a full ride through of the Haunted Mansion with an audio, and Epcot I know loads, especially Frozen Ever After, which you won't know, and just the whole Magic Kingdom land. I could tell you a fair bit, I'm not gonna lie. Like the fact that I was saying before about the Liberty Tree, this is a copy of the Liberty Tree that was original part of American history along with the Liberty Bell, but this is 100-year-old, it's over 100-year-old oak tree that was found on property. It was here when the property was built, and it was transported into here, and it has been looked after ever since. And if you look behind on the Hall of Presidents, you'll see the American flag with 13 stars representing the original 13 states. I can go on if you'd like. Instead, I'm going to go into the Christmas shop. I can't decide whether I want... I mean, it's a Christmas decoration which you can take the hook off of the Magic Kingdom train station. I really like it. And then look at the back, it's such good detail, and you've got Mickey there. Oh, I don't know if I need it. It's $34 though, so I have spent quite a bit already. Top tip from Walmart Extreme this morning, I'm full of them. See this railing here outside the Christmas shop? If you stand here for any of the parades, you will have the best view, in my opinion, on property of the Magic Kingdom. Do it, you won't regret it. 50th statues still out and about. I have to say, I think that they were better at Disneyland Paris. See? Salute now. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, I still think Disneyland Paris' 30th was far, far better, but I do like Cinderella Castle. So, if you watched my trip kind of announcement video, you'll have knew that I was planned to do a dessert party. It was originally tonight, however I've cancelled it. Mainly A, because I got a bit of a cold, B, because I've eaten enough on the cruise, and C, I just can't be bothered. If I'm really honest, I'm just not in the mood for it. So I actually cancelled it 2 days ago, but Disney do have a cancellation policy. If you cancel before 24 hours out, and please check the individual kind of information for the tours slash parties that you may book, but you do get a full refund, and I've just seen it ping up, so I cancelled it 2 days ago and I've had a refund of the full amount. So it is something. So if you're ever thinking, should I have done that, just check. You may be entitled to a full refund within the time frame, so make sure you do it early. Okay, into Tomorrowland. I just love the Carousel of Progress. I do. I just love it. And I know that the chances are they're probably going to change it shortly and modernise and change some of the scenes. It's probably coming. Country Bears has been changed, so I really enjoy riding it while I can. I make the most of it because I love it. Anyone remember when it was all about the purple wall? They were happy times. Now, no one cares. But you do get a beautiful shot of Cinderella Castle from over here. Come to an end. Bear with us, we're rehearsing a brand new show. No one knows what time frame, but hopefully it won't be too long. That's part of the park for probably this trip actually, New Fantasyland. Just gonna have a wander through. I've done more shopping. To be honest, it looks like I'm doing a lot, but I have seen lots of things throughout the trip that I thought, well, I'll keep my eye on, and I'm basically mopping everything up today. So everything I bought has predominantly been the last 2 days. It's a very busy park day for me, so I'm heading out. Everything's high wait times and it is busy in here, so I'll see you in 2 minutes. Well, probably 2 seconds, but it'll be a couple of hours because I'll see you at Hollywood Studios. Goodbye Magic Kingdom for this trip. I'll see you very shortly. Speaking of my next trip to Walt Disney World, I said one of the things that I wanted to do while I was in park today was book my next trip, and I've just done it. Not long now, I will be back here in Walt Disney World in less than 6 months' time. It's going to be a very different trip. It's going to be very hot. It's going to be much more. It's going to be done on a less budget. I can't actually believe that I'm doing this, but I will be back. So make sure you subscribe because we'll be back in this magic very soon, doing something completely different. In fact, I've already started the planning. And I've not even left yet. Now that is how to do a Disney trip. And I'm here, I'm in Disney's Hollywood Studios. I love this park. It is a fun little park, and I don't feel like I got to see much of it the other day, so I'm going to check some of the show times, and let's see what we can do. It's my last evening, so let's make the most of it. Although it is quite chilly, so I think I'll be putting my jacket on very shortly. Okay, I've had a look at the wait times and the park's quite empty, which is a pleasant surprise. Not a great deal I can film in this park just because of the nature of the rides. However, I do plan to check out Frozen Sing Along. I always love kind of the fun that kind of comes with that. That starts in 20 minutes, so I'll probably head in there. I plan to catch some of the shops, check out and grab a beer in Baseline Tap because I really enjoyed it the other day, although it'll be much colder now. And just have a nice wander around the park like I did this morning for the Magic Kingdom. So it's golden hour as well, so it's pretty perfect. Also check out Galaxy's Edge in a night time. Should you be in Hollywood Studios, make sure you check it out. It's a good show. I like it. It's just a little bit of fun. There's snow, there's singing. What more is there to want? Okay, I'm gonna get a drink at Baseline Tap and then we'll have a wander around. Perfect combination. Pretzel with beer cheese and a beer. I think last night. Can't beat the pretzel, I have to say. It is $10, don't get me wrong, but it is enough to share. Although I've had no breakfast or lunch today, I've just been snacking, so it's not too bad. So I'm just walking around with my beer, as you can do in Hollywood Studios, and I'm going to head into Galaxy's Edge. We'll go off planet and we'll see Batu, because she should be looking quite pretty at the minute as the sun is setting. One thing to be mindful of if you've been to Disneyland and into Batu, it is considerably more busy here in Florida in Walt Disney World than it is in Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge, I have to say. But other than that, they're pretty much the same. I have to say that although Galaxy's Edge is probably not my favourite location in Disney World, walking through the market at night time blows me away every single time. They nailed it. And it's relatively quiet in here, I have to say. Well, look at that. The Falcon is looking fantastic. We have beautiful mountains behind and the Millennium Falcon. Smuggler's Run is at a 45-minute wait, which is too much for me tonight, I'm not going to lie to you. Because it's my last night, I don't know if you're the same, but I get to the point where I'm like, I'm not waiting 45 minutes. I've done enough waiting in my time up here. I'll wait for the next time. It's at the end of every trip I just get to the point where 15? I'm not waiting 15 minutes. But it's not a bad wait time. There is single rider, which is normally about half, but even so, I'm just not that bothered with it tonight. Just a wander and a bimble round kind of Hollywood studios. Just soaking up the atmosphere. The coat's on though, because it's freezing. And I've got shorts on. I'm gonna cock up. Everyone's gathering round. And I don't really know why. I'm pretty sure nothing happens. But everybody's waiting nonetheless. I'm a little bit confused. Shall I join the wait? No one knows. I think I said a couple of times, but Toy Story Land is my favourite land here in Hollywood Studios. It just looks beautiful, I can't lie. From the details down from the bathrooms to swirling saucers and the neon to the Christmas light, fairy lights up ahead. I just love it. Any of you eaten at Rodeo Barbecue? Rodeo Roundup Barbecue, I think it's actually called, Johnny. But have you eaten? I've heard mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people don't. Let me know down below, because it's something that I would consider with an upcoming trip. It's something I would definitely consider trying, so let me know. Should I? Shouldn't I? Is it worth it? Is it not? Is it good value for money? Is it not? Walt Disney presents. I'm going to head in. It's not one man's dream at the minute, which is a shame. It's Percy Jackson, which I'm thoroughly enjoying, but I'm going to head in and see what memorabilia is in here while I'm in. It's worth a bit of a wander. It is just so cool in here. I love these little models of like Main Street. So this is Disneyland's from the Imagineering collection. How cool is it? I love it. I was thinking something you guys don't really know is I'm not a huge movie fan. It's not something I watch a lot of, but even I can appreciate this. I'm a Disney theme park fan and travel, but not actually the movies. I do watch them, it's just not my first love. So this is what I'm here for. You've got a reproduction of the original model and then lots of information all at Disneyland. I love Disneyland, although I'm not actually now getting back there this year. I'll be here in Walt Disney World. Like I said, I won't actually be getting back to Disneyland this year. It's such a long flight, if I'm really honest. Annual leave is limited, so it's a long way to go in kind of 7 days. And there's only the 2 parks, so if you're doing a solo trip, which the next trip's for me going to be, then it's limited a little bit. Walt Disney World is better. And more changes here, and there's loads more I've not done, so I'm going to come back to Walt Disney World this year, and then I'll head out to Disneyland probably next year. Now, well, this is incredible. Having just come off the Wish, the real statue in bronze weighs 800 £. I can't wait to be back on the Wish next January. Yes. And look at this model of the Wish. I've been in so many of those locations. It is cool. Plenty to go back for though. So when you come out your exit into Star Wars Launch Bay, do we think they're going to do something with this space? Because it's pretty dead concrete space. It'd be nice if they did. There's a lot they could do with this area. I'm sure it's got quite a large footprint, so fingers crossed one day they will, but at the minute it's just pretty empty. And it's a shame. I don't actually know if it ever gets busy other than to meet Chewbacca. I know that we're getting a new Little Mermaid show. I don't do the Little Mermaid. But it'll be good and it'll be refreshed, it'll be somewhat new. Hopefully it'll work, unlike often on the Wish, but I hope they do something else with this space. Now that is a view you can't complain about. I love Hollywood Boulevard. I'm actually heading out. It's quite cold in here. I'm suffering with a cold now. My friend Linda's been here. She's had it while I was on the cruise, and now it seems it's my turn, so I'm going to head out. And I've just realised in the last 10 days I've not been in before midnight or 1 AM, which is bonkers. And I fly home tomorrow, so I'm going to try and go and get a good night's sleep before I do so. But don't you worry. Tomorrow I am at Epcot before I fly home, which will be next Sunday for you, before this series comes to an end and the new series starts. So I will see you guys next Sunday. I hope you've enjoyed this Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios day. It's been fun, it's been magical, and it's been eventful, and it's been the last day here for this trip. But as we now know, I will be back here as well. So like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys next Sunday here at 5 o'clock on One Match 2. See you next week.